So when I was reflecting on what kind of shaped me as a teacher, I kind of pulled out three main ideas or factors: my students, the school community, and me. And so first I'm going to start with my students who have played an integral part in making me the teacher that I am. And so I have a video.
Over the past couple months, as I have completed my student teaching experience, my students have shaped me in numerous ways. This slideshow is dedicated to the insights and reflections I have had over these months that I've spent with my students and the ways that they have helped me to become a better educator. One of the earliest insights I had into my students during my student teaching was during our class time together. This class time really provided the opportunity to build a rapport with each of my students and get to know them as individuals. As I completed this process, I realized the importance of knowing them as individuals and the particulars of each student. Some students had to be handled in various ways, and it was good to know that. This was an important tool for motivation and something I will carry with me into my future classrooms. As I moved through my student teaching experience, I had another important insight based on my students' reactions. I realized that students needed engaging, meaningful lessons to connect to social studies. They needed these lessons to be made relevant, to see the deep connections, and these projects really helped them understand the subject. After seeing the masterpieces that my students created, I know that this will be something that I carry with me into my next classroom. One of the best things my students have shown me over these past couple months is appreciating and knowing the age group. I can't emphasize how much passion they brought out in me because they were able to have such fun with the subject. Every day it seems like they were making me laugh, and that is something that I hope to find in whatever classroom environment I'm in.
This last piece is a piece of artwork one of my students created for me, and I thought it really summed up what I was feeling about them and what they were feeling about me as I was leaving. I really missed the time that we had together. A couple of months ago during an interview, somebody asked me what my greatest accomplishment to date was, and I didn't know how to answer the question, and now I have a much better answer. Being a part of their lives and shaping their development is the greatest thing that I've done so far. Now I'm going to move into talking about how the school community has shaped me. And when I say school community, I'm talking about the teachers, parents, staff that make a school so successful. And it's a flowgram and it pops up, but I let the page load, so it's already up for us.
Since becoming a teacher, the school community has been a constant source of growth and support. When I think of a school community, I think of the parents, teachers, administrators, and staff that make a school so successful. In my journey, they have contributed to my growth in numerous ways. They have provided me a constant source of improvement and growth as an educator, shown me the numerous roles a teacher must balance, given me a plethora of new strategies by inviting me to join their book group when kids can't read, and offering a welcoming environment that has helped me develop into the teacher I am. This presentation will outline all of the ways that they have made me so successful. When I began my student teaching experiences, my cooperating teacher invited me to chronicle my experiences in a journal. In this journal, I shared my thoughts and feelings, and she provided me with valuable advice and feedback that have helped me refine my teaching. In this journal, my cooperating teacher often gave me feedback and advice on my teaching. I valued this advice and tips as things I could use to help refine my teaching. In this entry dated March 8, 2009, she gave me the following. A couple of things to think about. Have a consistent strategy for getting students' attention back on you after a group talk or class activity. Middle schoolers are not great with transitions without a cue. Be sure everyone's with you before you move on. This has really impacted my teaching and given me a consistent strategy to use. Now, whenever I finish a class discussion, I tell the students, come back to me. This has become part of my regular teaching verbiage, and I use it often to get the students' attention back. One of the most important things the school community has taught me is the roles a teacher must play. I commented on this in my earliest book. One of the most important things the school community has taught me is the roles a teacher must play. I commented on this in my earliest blog reflections, even creating this image about the hats a teacher must wear. With time, I began to...
I'm sorry, my images aren't showing up right like they're supposed to in Flowgram. I'm going to pull up my